Pops and Nona are here, and we are going into Walmart to grab some taco stuff, and then we're gonna go see some gators. Wow, this is fun. Gainesville with Pops and Nona.
I'm not showing.
My little girl was that big, and I'd watch her go up and down the aisles on the. He asked for 9, so remember that, guys.
Nine? How much nine?
See your cute little granddaughter singing that.
Hopefully you can sense
This is a cool park, are you kidding me?
M34.
They're not good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
M34. I got that
34 and 5. You gotta be kidding me. Look at my board.
M34. That sounds fun. They don't give you what. Taking pictures. I'm gonna get a picture of the top, no problem.
We are about to head to High Springs BMX. Pops and Nona are here. They get to experience our crazy, or our lack of crazy at some points, because, oh, look at you, Mr. GoPro. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna head to the BMX track soon. It's gonna be fun. I guarantee it. I don't know how many kids are gonna be there, but at least 4, because I know there's a mom with 3 kids coming. Another mom. We're gonna see how it goes.
Oh, Frank, you're gonna lay back up there? Oh my.
There's nowhere to lay up there.
Yes, there is. Yep. Yes, there is.
Look at how it's straight across his bones.
Man, there's so much stress right now. And just feelings because my mom and dad flew all the way over here to Gainesville. And we had planned this a long time ago because the NHRA was like, they're super pumped about us filming with them, and we had said, hey, we need to find a sponsor for the video because we're gonna, drive all the way over there and, do this. And they were like, yeah, like, what is the package, what kind of sponsorship are you asking for? And we sent them our, like, rate sheet and different, like, package tier levels of, like, hey, at this amount of support, like, we'll be able to do this or this and stuff. And anyway, long story short, they got back to us after we sent that, and they were like, that's amazing, like, no problem at all. And then we had just kind of booked everything. We just, like, planned out the stops, the events, got my parents, they booked tickets to come to Gainesville. We booked an Airbnb, we did all this, and then like the day we arrive in Gainesville, the NHRA says, hey, we never found a sponsor. And we kept checking in, like, hey, how's the sponsorship thing going? And they're like, oh yeah, like, we're figuring it out. Worst case scenario, the NHRA, like, we will personally pay. And we were like, oh, okay, cool. And then the day before, like the day we got here, they were like, hey, all we can do is $1,000. And so $1,000 is great. That actually does sound like a lot, but it's just at the end of the day, you know, our Airbnb was $1,000. It was $1,073, and it was like the cheapest one we could find. We can't even afford to get a rental car and like food and gas and all this other extra stuff. So I'm feeling pretty bad right now because my parents flew all this way. They don't have a rental car, and they have all of our kids right now, and we're driving this RV to the raceway to film. We have like $27 in our bank account this morning. But yeah, so it just feels kind of stressful and a little bit, yeah, kind of super disappointed and frustrated, and I don't like seeing that. Like, you know, we come home from the event and it's super fun, and it's super just, you know, the energy that you get from doing those. My parents were, you know, they were feeling it. They were like, that was so cool. Like, it was awesome to see. But, you know, that energy, you know, it's like, yeah, that's great, but it can't sustain you, and it's just it's tricky. And the other thing too is we have fans that reached out in Tampa that were like, hey, are you gonna come to Tampa, Florida? And we were like, yeah, we are. And so we had reached out and planned everything, and I'd reached out to Oldsmar BMX, and they were like, we can't afford to pay. And I was like, okay, can you help me find a sponsor? And then they were like, no, but here's some that you could reach out to on our behalf. And I reached out to multiple, and it's just hard to understand. And if the track operator is not going to help me with that, or anybody in the community, then it's tricky. And so, so we are going to Tampa, but we have no one has been able to pay, not the Storytime or the BMX track. And we haven't figured out anything to film for money either. You could be watching this and be like, dude, you guys signed up for this yourself. Like, you know, you dug your own hole. And it's like, yeah, I know. But, at the same time, it's like, I feel so passionately about how much of a difference this is making, and I really, truly, like, the parents that email me the next morning after the events, they're always so incredibly grateful. So, you know, it's really cool, but it's just, like, I think the struggle behind the scenes is very real and hard. And I had a mom reach out an email yesterday, and she was like, hey, I've been following along on your personal stuff as well as Breaky Break, and she's like, I want to donate a little bit more money, like anything that can help you guys just keep going and make it to Louisville, Kentucky. Like, we really, really want to see you here. So if you have to shut the whole tour down, if you could at least make it over here. And I was like, hey, like, thank you so much for the support. We are never going to just stop. Like, we're going to make it. We might barely make it to that location, but we will make it. And so, but it's the people like that, you know, my aunt alone is donating $100 a month. And then there's like a few other families that are donating $100 or $25 a month. Or then our home BMX track, they keep calling us and saying, hey, we will, you know, how are you doing? What else can we get, you know? And they're like trying to help us. We've got our friends from Lenny's Bike Shop. They keep checking in with us. We've got so many incredible people and friends that just really, truly believe in what we're doing. So it's like, I don't want to let them down. Anyway, it's stressful. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to communicate the vision and keep the communication. Like, you can't just say what we're doing one time and then people catch on. It's like, I have to keep saying the same thing over and over. Hey, you know, we've got a YouTube channel, we're hosting these events, we're traveling the country. And when people catch on, they want to get behind it, you know, but it's just, you have to keep banging on the door, and you lose a lot of energy when you're banging on the door for so long. So
definitely not touching this drone today. I'll fly it on the last day when everyone's preoccupied with finals.
yeah, just do it when it's really loud.
Pretty loud. Yeah.
Well, and if you're doing it from in here, like, who's gonna know?
We're gonna try to make the most of today. I'm excited to capture what we're gonna capture. I think this will be fun.
We're gonna meet Antron Brown. Excited. I don't know anything about this sport, so this is very cool to learn all about. What is this? What is it? Oh, yeah, it does. All right, check it out. We're here with Antron Brown and his crew. Oh man, this is fun. I know nothing about this sport, so it's super fun to just soak it in. Look at these dragster car parts that I know nothing about, but they're big parts. They're much bigger than those of a car.
Yeah, when we were getting ready for these races, everyone was saying there's nothing like your first Nitro run. And boy, oh boy, they weren't joking. That is crazy. Even I want to just keep going standing out there. How crazy it is. So anyway, we just wrapped up day 3, and tomorrow are the finals. We've got pretty much all the footage we need. So maybe a little B-roll tomorrow and just hang out and have some fun. So now we're gonna go celebrate Briar's birthday. All right, here we are. We're in the NHRA parking lot. Brad's got us. Brad's ready to party.
No.
Brad's been waiting his whole life for drag racing, and here he is. Drag racing is far out. Oh yeah.
So is Frankie.
Yeah, drag racing is I don't
That's
know.
a funny car.
Letter tradition, mosh pit on the starting line. They got a lot of guys that show up on Monday with bruised ribs and not a one of them cares. J.R. Todd